All right, y'all, welcome back. So I'm taking a little break from the Newman motor thing uh because I can't sit still. I have to come up with different and try to come up with unique ideas for pulse motors that are 3D printed. And so what I do is I look at my collection of magnets, which I have up here on this metal bar. I also have them elsewhere, but that's what I look for. And I found these barrel magnets that were magnetized differently than the way I normally buy magnets. I don't know why I bought these, but these are magnetized instead of being split down the middle, north and south. They're cut down uh, the long way. So this front piece that has the line on it is north facing and the back is south. And I thought, what the heck can I do with those to create a pulse motor? And then I was working with or talking to or messing around with Redesign 3DP, and I'm going to print out one of his zero force motors. I got one from him. If you go to his website, he has a bunch of plans for different ones, and I got this one, which you guys have probably seen, and I boosted it up by 40%. That is, I made it larger by 40%. Um, and so I'm going to put that guy together, but that's going to require a lot of coil winding. And so I thought, I could use these barrel magnets, and I designed this, I don't know, this housing for them in Fusion 360, try to make it kind of cool looking. And I think it's kind of cool looking. And then use uh, my rig here that I use for testing different coils and different rotors, because it's already mounted with my bifilar Bedini coil, has the iron core in it. And I re-drilled some holes in the base and put some inserts in there so that I can do this in different ways. So even though it has an iron core in it, it's not attracting the the magnet. So I can run it as a zero force motor just to see how it works out. And I'll try it with different circuits. I'll try it with a Bedini circuit. I'll try it with the dual JL94 circuit, my new favorite circuit. I'll also turn this guy around so that it does attract the magnets, or that the iron core that's in there will have an effect on there. And of course, I will test this zero force with and without the iron core. That's so weird. When I spin this, there's a little bit of a delay in the video. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I thought I'd get that going. Um, yeah. So let me hook up a circuit. And then also, too, I've got these set up. Like I said, these are magnetized. I forget what that's called. But right now it's north, south, north, south. And I think because I'm doing this in a zero force fashion, it doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, we all know that. But I could easily loosen up these nuts and spin it so that I can have it all north facing out, all south, or even have it set up so that it's facing, so north is up and south is down. So I have kind of like a super pole. Um, but yeah, the real reason is I just wanted to design and print out a new rotor. I kind of like this one. It's kind of cool. I don't know how it's going to work in this zero force setup. Here's one of the central points. I printed all of this on the V2, the Ender 3 V2. Came out really nice. Oh, and I'm testing out a new PLA. This is a PLA called PLA Pro or PLA Plus. It's supposed to be harder and stiffer and more resilient than normal PLA. So I just want to test it out and see how it prints out really nice. It prints out exactly the way normal PLA does. But let me throw a circuit on here. Probably start out with just a basic Bedini circuit and see how it works. All right, stay tuned. So here's the first attempt at a zero force motor, and it was lighting up this strip. I have this Bedini coil jumped, so it's one solid thing. It was lighting up the strip, but then it stopped. So I think something happened. Either the strip burnt out or something. Let me shut this down. Yeah, not really sure what happened there. Of course, I'm using a very old JL94 circuit. But just to show you what this guy kind of looks like. So it's funny, I was asked in a comment, what's the purpose? You know, why am I doing this? And it's a valid question. I've asked the same question when I first got on YouTube and I saw people doing this. And I was like, what's the purpose? Why are you doing this? And most people answer, oh, I'm looking for 0 point energy or over unity or free energy or something like that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm not looking for any of those per se. I'm so basically, in a nutshell, the reason why I'm doing this is right in front of me. The design process, the process of actually, I enjoy doing it for several reasons. One, because I love working with CAD and coming up with weird and unique things that I can 3D print. And that's the second reason I love to 3D print. But even before I was 3D printing, I was doing this all in acrylic. And that was rough because it was fun, which is the third reason, because I enjoy it. It was fun. But when the 3D printing came along, I realized I could have some tolerances that were pretty tight, like this particular motor right here, which is not too crazy. And I'm not really good at CAD. You can see it is being attracted by the iron core that's in there. So I should take out the iron core. But anyway, I'm going to pull a different coil and put it in there for the lens effect. In fact, I'm going to use good old one of my very first coils I got from Sky. God, that's a beautiful coil, and man, is it heavy. I'm going to try that guy there, and then we're going to do some different experimentos with different circuits. All right, stay tuned. Oh, and really quick before I forget, so redesign 3DP or redesign 3P, I think it's redesign 3DP. I downloaded your zero force motor thing here, which is really cool. I made it 80 or 40% bigger, but I've also been trying to get a hold of you. So I sent you emails to your email address, to your Gmail address that you have in your About section. And you also sent me the address via a YouTube chat thing or a YouTube comment. I've sent you several emails. I've given you my email in some of the comments. And of course, when I sent you an email, my email's there. So, and I keep seeing that you're trying to get a hold of me as if I've never responded. But just to let you know, I have responded, man, like many times. And so I don't know what else to do. Like I said, check your email, your Gmail. You'll see it. It'll say 3D printing pulse or 3D printing. The subject will be 3D printing PM. check your junk mail because maybe it went in the junk. I don't know. But I have been responding and I have been trying to get a hold of you, dude. So thank you. All right. Stay tuned, guys. Okay. So there we go. Zero force motor. Lighting up the LEDs. This is an older JL94. I don't even have the coil mounted down permanently. It's just sitting there because there's no force on it. 12.7 volts, working really nice. I like this zero force idea. Can't wait to build that redesigned 3DP system. So I want to try this with some different circuits, see what I can get going here. I've got a proper stand printing out. This is kind of a makeshift stand, but it's working. Love those VCR bearings. I got to get a better output device. Probably use one of the bulbs. All right, stay tuned. All right, so full disclosure, I'm not having much luck with this zero force motor. I can get it going. Forget using the Hall circuit with it. I tried that, didn't work at all. I think it's because of several factors. One, wire's too big. Two, I need multiple coils in order to really get it going. Yeah, if I turn this around and do it like a normal, quote unquote, normal pulse motor with the coil facing inward, not a problem. Thing screams. But doing it like this with this coil, it's okay, but not really. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is play a little bit more with this, but then I'm going to start winding the coils for this real zero force motor. Again, from Redesign 3DP. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what his channel's called. Yeah. Interesting. I've turned the magnets different ways. I can get it going. It's just not very successful. If I use the bigger coil, the bifilar coil, it seems to work a lot better. Let me try some other coils over here and see what's... Oh, well, no, that defeats the whole purpose. Because the only way I can really do a zero force motor is with the barrel coils or the normal coils, whatever you want to call them. I have some other coils up here I can try just to see what would happen. Let me try a couple of these other weird ones. I've got coils all over the place. I've got coils up there. I got a ton of coils over there. I got coils down here. Oh, you know what? Let me... Yeah, I've got... I'm really interested to see what one of these will do. One of these little guys, if I can get it out. One of these guys. Having it set like that. I don't know which side is the start wind and which side is the finish wind. I don't think it... Oh, this has an iron core too. This one doesn't. All right, let me set it up and we'll see how that looks. Stay tuned. So there's the double JL94 circuit, but it doesn't... Yeah, I mean, it'll go. It's putting a lot of output, but it doesn't... It's not doing what it should be doing. So this type of setup... Let me turn this off. This type of setup... Let me push that iron coil out. Even without the iron core, I mean, it works, but this type of setup is not very good. You can hear it winding down. Yeah. Let me turn it off. I'm not really sure what the hell's going on. Let me try some different coils, because I know this is a killer circuit. And there's nothing wrong with this circuit. Let me try some different coils. Stay tuned. I haven't used this coil in a while. Works good. Of course, the camera doesn't pick it up, but lots of output. Yeah, this is one of Sky's coils. And of course, it's not seated properly. It should be in the center there, but it's working great. So it's a combination of coil, circuit, and it's funny because this coil, I think, has some iron in it. Unless it's the other one I have. I've got so many. A lot of good output. So this motor isn't totally useless. Excuse me. Yeah, I forgot about that coil. I didn't forget about it. I just haven't used it in a long time. It's a really nice pancake coil. It probably has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably like 15 layers or 12 layers. And Lord knows how many turns in each. All right, let me try some other coils. I'm going to stick with the bifilar setup. Actually, I'm going to see if I can get this one closer. What I'll do is I'll put it on the inside here and strap it down. Stay tuned. So instead of strapping it down, I'm just going to hold it. But it's putting out some really good input, and I barely gave it a spin. And it does have iron in it. It has iron on every other layer, I think, or in between a couple of the layers, it has some iron in it. All right, now that I got it like this, I don't know how to turn it off. Let me stay tuned. Yeah, it does have iron in it. I think I said that in the last take. So I got a little makeshift brace there. So again, the video shows one speed. The reality is a different speed. Really good output. So again, does depend on the coil and the circuit. Anyway, I'm going to start winding my true zero force motor and put this guy off to the side. And in the meantime, bring back the Newman motor for some stuff. Thanks for watching. Really quick, I don't know if you guys remember when I blue smoked this guy. It turns out everything is fine on here except for the digital readout. And I was able to find one on Amazon, the exact same thing. So I can just unsolder it right there. Or what I can do, let me pull that out. What I can do is just cut the wires and just splice it right in there. But I'll probably do it the right way and get this guy back and running, because this has 2 back EMF outputs. You can switch between the 2. But like I said, I blue smoked this guy because I was impatient on wanting to see it work. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm going to work on that. I'm also going to fix this guy. I popped the cap. All right, thanks for watching.